Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Tim. We're talking now in week 5, I believe. We're just past a month. I apologize if the quality on this camera is not great. Unfortunately, I cracked the screen on my previous one, and I'm using an old phone from a couple of years ago at least. But I wanted to share my status with you at this point. I'm not sure where the camera is. I think it's right here. Try to look at you. So, I went to my doctor and I had some blood tests done. It came back with high cholesterol. I've had high cholesterol for a long, long time. So I'm kind of switching things up. And I don't remember if I mentioned this last week or not, but I'm trying to still maintain a light keto, but instead of using a lot of saturated fats, I'm using a lot more poly and monounsaturated fats to help lower my cholesterol. And so there's a lot more olive oils and what else am I doing? Oh, macadamia nuts. Oh my god, I'd never had one until recently, and macadamia nuts might be my new favorite nut. So, and they're filled with fat, which is great. A lot of poly and monounsaturated fats. So, I've definitely been buying those a lot more, and they've been really helpful. The other thing I wanted to share with you is a regimen of supplements that I've been taking that have really been helping, actually. There's 5 of them here I want to share with. And these are all recommended by a couple different doctors. So they're all by this company called Pure Encapsulations. This one's called One Omega. Um, it has a lot of EPA and DHA in it, which are fish oils, and it carries a lot of. It's packed full, essentially, about 1,250 milligrams of fish oils. And it's actually really high quality. I did a lot of research into Pure Encapsulations, and they're one of the highest rated brands because have they're actually like backed up by doctors in science, not just some GNC crap. So I'll just let you know what I'm using here. I will say I'm not on this, but there is one. I believe it's called Carb Cure or something like that. But what it does is it has some kind of minerals in it or something that helps curb your cravings for carbohydrates. I find when I'm on low carb, I don't really have cravings for carbohydrates. I didn't really buy that one. But if I was just starting off with low carb, high fat, or just a low carb diet, I would give that one a try. The second one I want to talk to you about is something called GI Fortify. Essentially it says it supports internal barrier function and digestive health. It has things like psyllium husk in it, like a high quality psyllium husk. It has flax in it, aloe vera, chlorella, and L-glutamine. I'm not sure what some of those do, but I know flax and psyllium husk help with digestion and help really move things along. And a lot of times on low carb, um, you really, your digestion is really slowed down. Um, I'm on another one called resveratrol extra, which it has a lot of the red wine grape concentrates, but also transresveratrol. Uh, excuse me, to help lower cholesterol and stuff. And same thing with these Cholesterapure. Same thing, except these have phytosterols in them, which is another way to really help with your cholesterol. My cholesterol, I believe, my overall was like 270, and my LDLs were above the 200 mark, and that's a sign of the oh jeez, where's the camera? I can't figure this one out. That's a sign of the genetics, the genetic high cholesterol, which I'm sure it runs in my family at some point. But I don't know the details there. The last one I've been taking is the metabolic extra here. Um, this one has chromium and berberine in it, and a little bit more resveratrol actually. But the berberine was supposed to, it was like this big thing for a while. It was supposed to be like nature's Ozempic. I will share that I was on Saxenda for a while. At the year I had my baby last year, we hit our out of pocket maximum for our insurance, so pretty much everything we did after that was covered at 100%. But I did do Saxenda based on the opinion of another osteopathic doctor that I know. She got me onto it, and I did it for about 3 months, and it worked fantastic. It was like perfect. It was everything I needed. It really, I went from eating like when I would go to brunch on Sunday or something, I would have almost like a whole burrito, a whole breakfast burrito, and like I could also eat like two pancakes on top of that. But when I was on Saxenda for a couple of weeks, um, I could eat maybe half the burrito, and then I was just like full, like Thanksgiving full, um, and it was it was unbelievable. The problem is after the first of the year, this past January, um, my my insurance reset, and I went to go get the next next monthly dose of Saxenda, and it was $1,200. And of course, I'm not going to pay $1,200 a month. It's insane. So, I mean, if I had, I mean, I would have hit my deductible in like 3 months, and then it would have been pretty much free. But it was starting to wear off anyway. It lasted a little bit, and then the effects started to wear off. I think I would have needed a higher dose, but you can't go any higher. So I just kind of weaned off. Actually, no, I just stopped. I know you're not supposed to, but I did anyway. Okay, so weight stuff. I so today's my birthday. Last night we had a party, and my wife made me a cake and everything. So I think I had half a piece of cake. I honestly, it was delicious, but I didn't really want more than that, just because I've been doing really, really good, um, with my diet and keeping on top of things, and I really didn't want to start up the carb cravings again. So I just kind of played it safe. I had a lot of low carb options. By the way, if you're doing low carb, go to the grocery store and get those what are they called? The carb, I think they're called carb conscious tortillas. They're like 3 net carbs per tortilla. And what I did was I took the whole stack. Actually, took 2 whole stacks, cut them into quarters, and then threw them into some oil to make chips. And they came out better than the regular tortilla chips. Like they were so good. I used the spinach ones, and then just filled my cast iron up with some I think it was just canola oil, and fried them. They were so good. And then we had a really good. My brother made a really good guacamole that I ate with them, and it was, I think the entire giant bowl of the tortillas was like 46 total calories, and of course I only had like a couple. And then I smoked up some ribs and a brisket, so all very low carb options. But I did gain a bit of weight 'cause I ate way too much yesterday. But yeah, I don't even, well, to be honest, I really don't know if I ate all that much. But I was full. I was like full, full, full. I felt nauseous overnight, and I'm also drinking alcohol again. But I found after 3 weeks of being off it, I didn't really want it all that much. So the craving for it really definitely went away. I am craving a little bit of carbs today. I think it's just from the sugar in the cake, but I did test for ketones, and I'm still in ketosis, so I didn't kill it. So when I weighed in this morning, I was 275, but yesterday I was 273.5. So I did go back up a little bit. I do have. There's that. I'll show you this. It's not really that big a deal, but I am keeping track, and I don't know if you can see that diagonal line that kind of goes through it. That's kind of the average. So I'm keeping track of my weight on this and that diagonal line, which you can't really see it all that well, but it kind of goes right down the center of the dots. Is the average line of what I'm aiming to be. So, according to this, I should be 240 by October 29th. And my last two weigh-ins, I was above. I'm sorry, I was below the curve, so I was actually beating the curve. I don't know what that would equate to per week or anything like that, but I'd say on average I'm losing between 2 and 4 pounds a week. And I did do a little bit more work to make up for this past evening, actually the past 2 evenings. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling better, except for last night. I had a couple of cocktails on Saturday and then a couple on Sunday, and I went from sleeping great to sleeping terribly. I felt like garbage throughout the night, and just woke up not feeling well at all. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm 36 now, so I don't know if my age has anything to do with it. But it's like I just feel gross when I drink now, and I'm honestly thinking about not doing that anymore, or doing it very occasionally because I do love going to like wine country here in New York. Um, anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm not sure where I was last week. But I'll put it in the title or whatever. But I'm probably in the mid 20s of lost weight in the last 5 weeks. So It goes quick. And if you have any questions, or if anybody's interested, I was able to sign up for an account with Pure Encapsulation. So um, anybody who joins my account gets 10% off, like, forever, on everything, or not everything, but most things. I'm not sure I don't have a list of what it does, but it's 10% off across the entire site. Use the link. I'll try to put a link in the video. I don't know how to do that, but if not, I'll put it in my YouTube description. You click on that. You just sign in. You just sign up there with the name and email, and it'll put my referral code up top. And you just join my account, and you get 10% off everything. I'm just passing the savings on to you. So, I'd love to get a couple of people on the same supplements I'm using, because they're fantastic, and they guarantee it. So it's, a 30-day money back guarantee on everything on the site. So I'll put that link in my bio, and I'll record again next week. Until then, have a great week. Stay happy. Keep smiling. Take care.